Welcome to class, everyone. Let's kick things off right off the bat today with a quick pop quiz. I want you to really ask yourselves, why might applying for a job on a weekend actually hurt your job hunt? Picture this, right? It's a quiet Sunday morning, you've got your coffee, you open your laptop, and you are feeling incredibly productive. You find that perfect ad, you attach your meticulously crafted resume, and you hit send. You're probably thinking you're getting way ahead of the game, getting your life organized before the week even begins. But according to our text today, doing exactly that might put your application at the absolute bottom of the pile. So pencils down, the answer to our pop quiz is all about the harsh reality of timing. The text gives us this golden rule: Monday is everything. Let me tell you exactly what happens on the other side of that email. When a hiring manager opens their inbox on Monday morning, they're hit with an absolute tsunami of weekend spam, automated newsletters, and yes, hundreds of weekend applications. If you email on a Saturday or Sunday, you are buried at the bottom of that digital mountain. Those weekend emails often only surface and get read around Tuesday or Wednesday, if they get read at all. To truly beat the competition, you need to be at their physical offices or popping into the very top of their inbox at exactly 8:30 on Monday morning, right before the rest of the thousands of applicants respond. I'm your host, and today we're jumping right into an explainer that is basically your ultimate masterclass on decoding and responding to job advertisements. We're looking at a comprehensive guide today that will take you from merely glancing at the classifieds to strategically placing yourself right in the interviewer's chair. In today's hyper-competitive job market, winging it just won't cut it anymore. You need a proven, structured approach, and that's exactly what we are going to unpack today. Here's a quick look at our syllabus for today's lesson. We'll be covering decoding ads, scanning strategies, essential vocabulary, telephone etiquette, some absolutely crucial grammar, and finally, crafting your actual response. We have a lot of ground to cover, so let's get into it. Okay, Section 1, Decoding Job Advertisements. Let's learn how to truly read what an employer is asking for. See, it's not just about looking at the job title. It's about reading between the lines to figure out the culture, the strict requirements, and the scale of the organization. Our source material gives us two wildly different examples to analyze. On one side, we have an ad from IGNO. That's an academic institution looking for senior consultants in physics. Look closely at those requirements. It demands a PhD, a minimum of 10 years of teaching experience, and it strictly caps the age at 68. Let me ask you, if you're a 22-year-old fresh graduate, would you even bother sending a resume here? Absolutely not, right? The age cap and the decade-long minimum experience tell a very specific story of exactly who they want. Now, flip to the other side. We have a British multinational hotel company doing mass recruitment for London. They're looking for everything from cleaners and gardeners to drivers and plumbers, and they're even providing flight tickets. Recognizing these differences instantly tells you if you're looking at a highly specialized senior academic post or a massive entry-level hospitality drive. Moving right along to Section 2, the scanning strategy. So now that we can read these ads, how do we efficiently scan the classifieds to find our perfect match without getting totally overwhelmed? Well, the text says you must follow 3 crucial steps. Step 1, select the advertising vehicle. In the modern era, this means knowing exactly where your industry lives. Are they on specific niche internet job boards? Do they post in industry magazines? Or are they still using the Sunday paper? You gotta pick the right vehicle. Step 2 is the scanning process itself, where you filter through the noise using the decoding skills we just talked about. And step 3, make a comprehensive list. Why a master list? Because firing off applications one by one, the literal second you see an ad, is exactly how you lose track, make silly mistakes, and send the wrong cover letter to the wrong company. Make a master list of all relevant hiring companies and positions before you even type a single word. Now here's a brain teaser for you straight from the material. During Step 2, the scanning process, the text gives a really specific piece of advice. If you already have experience, why should you bother looking at and marking entry-level posts? Take a second to think about that. If you're a senior manager with 10 years of experience, why on earth would you clip an ad for a junior assistant? Any guesses? The answer? It is pure intelligence gathering. Keeping these handy tells you which companies are growing and actively open to fresh recruits. It indicates the enterprise has a dynamic culture of employing at the entry level. But let's think 3 steps ahead here. If a company is hiring a small army of entry-level staff right now, what are they going to need in 6 months? Yep, they are going to need senior management to oversee all those new recruits. So even if you are scanning ads that require qualifications that don't match yours right this minute, noting them down gives you incredibly valuable information. You learn who the hiring manager is, the name of the recruitment officer, and the exact job responsibilities expected in that sector. You're basically building a roadmap of the market. Let's analyze this My Lady Jewelers advertisement provided in our textbook. It's a fast-growing fashion jewelry company based in Singapore looking to expand. But notice what is blatantly missing from their contact info. Take a look. There is no physical address provided. There's only a phone number and a fax number for prior appointments. Now, why would a company do that? The text suggests this is possibly because the area of posting isn't decided yet, or, more likely, they specifically want candidates who are open-minded and willing to relocate. It's a brilliant silent test. Employers use sneaky omissions like this to screen for flexibility before they even pick up the phone to talk to you. All right, Section 3, Essential Advertising Vocabulary. Let's see how matching the right skills to the right vocabulary is absolutely vital when drafting your application. Looking at the My Lady Jewelers exercise in our guide, we learn that we must directly map our vocabulary to the post we want. Why does this matter? Well, it's because of how human resources actually works. Whether it's an automated applicant tracking system scanning for keywords or just a really tired HR screener looking at 1,000 resumes, they are hunting for specific words. If you're applying for the sales officer position, your resume shouldn't just say, "I talk to people well." That is way too generic. It needs to use the precise vocabulary of the role, convincing people, and a degree in sales management. For the accountant role, you link your skills directly to keeping books and ledgers and making spreadsheets. Going for office assistant, highlight telephoning and preparing and typing letters. You literally have to speak their exact language to show immediate competence. Which brings us to Section 4, Telephone and Interview Etiquette. Okay, pay very close attention to this scenario because it trips up so many highly qualified applicants. You've done the work, you've found the perfect ad, you've got the exact keywords ready to go. You scroll down to find the contact info to reach out, and there it is, printed in bold, glaring letters at the bottom, no calls. What is your move? Do you just send an email into the void? Do you give up? According to our text, the answer is a remarkably bold and proactive move. You pay them a personal visit. You literally show up in person first thing on a Monday morning. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that breaking the rules? But the text explains the psychology behind this. Most employers are urgently looking for replacements. A vacant role costs them money every single day. They put no calls because they don't want their phones tied up, but they will actually be thrilled not to deal with sorting through thousands of paper applicants. You solve their problem instantly by arriving at their offices unannounced, fully dressed for the part, fully equipped with your CV and relevant papers, and completely prepared for an impromptu interview right then and there. It shows incredible, undeniable initiative. Okay, Section 5, Mastering Non-Finite Verbs. Time for a quick grammar check. To ensure those resumes and cover letters are absolutely flawless when you hand them over in person, we need to get highly targeted. Grammar is the very first test of your attention to detail. Let's talk about gerunds. When we talk about the skills required for a job, we often use words like typing, marketing, or handling. These are gerunds. A gerund takes an action verb, adds ing, and turns it into a skill noun. Think of it this way. If you say, "I manage people," that's just an action. But if you say, "My core competency is managing teams," the word managing becomes a tangible product that you're selling to the employer. It becomes a concrete thing you offer. Then we have participles. They look very similar, but they act totally differently in a sentence. They function as adjectives, telling us more about a noun. You use them to describe the quality of the work environment or the state of your work. They can be present, ending in ing, like an encouraging voice, or past, ending in ed, like a typed letter. You don't just want a job, right? You want an empowering career. You don't just have skills, you have proven results. Let's see how this all builds together. You use gerunds to express your expertise. You're good at typing letters or responding to job advertisements. You're selling the skill. But you use participles to describe the outcome, the quality, or the environment. You ensure the typed letters are ready for dispatch, and you are looking for a well-paid job. You are selling the quality of the work. Mastering this subtle little difference makes your cover letter read like it was written by a highly educated, true professional. And finally, Section 6, Crafting Your Response. Let's pull everything we've learned today together. The scanning, the vocabulary, the proactive etiquette, the grammar, it all goes into crafting your actual response. Just like the junior scriptwriter exercise in our workbook, when you write that cover letter, you must confidently mention your specific degree and experience. You need to show that your skills strictly match what the job requires. Give a complete, honest picture. And crucially, ensure your language is polite but not ingratiating. Let me explain the difference. Ingratiating sounds desperate. It sounds like, please, I'll do anything for this job, just give me a chance. Polite and confident sounds like, I respect your time, I understand your needs, and here is exactly how my skills can solve your company's problems. Don't beg. You are a professional offering a highly valuable service. There's a quote from the text that totally nails our ultimate goal today. A polite but confident covering letter goes a long way in ensuring that your application will be read and you will be considered for the job. Confidence isn't arrogance, guys. Confidence is born from meticulous preparation. When you know how to read the ad, map the vocabulary, and present yourself flawlessly, that polite confidence will naturally shine through every single word you write. And with that, you have officially mastered the lesson. You now know how to decode the hidden messages in those ads. You know exactly why you absolutely skip the weekend emails. You know to look 3 steps ahead during your scanning process, and you know the exact grammar to make your skills pop on paper. So take this newfound knowledge, look closely at the classifieds with a strategic eye, and I'll leave you to ponder this. With your flawless CV in hand, whose door are you going to be knocking on this coming Monday morning? Class dismissed.